to have a man in our life that we would risk going to the state jail facility for 2 years to have a man in our life. And the thing about it is, I know with felony drug court, they probably told you more than one time not to have contact with. Court is calling 2019 CR 10407, State of Texas versus Bianca Angulo. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Marissa Giovanco for Ms. Angulo.
Are you Bianca Angulo? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? And are you the same Bianca Angulo who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 10407 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on February 24th, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State.
Violated condition number 2 on or about the 24th day of March 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Bianca Angulo, did then and there admit to illegally using a controlled substance, namely methamphetamine, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, that's the same violation in both motions. You want me to?
Oh, there are 2 motions?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're also on the record in 2019 CR 10408. Again, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
All right. And are you the same Bianca Aguilar who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 10408 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on February 24, 2021 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? All right. And do you plead true to violation of condition number 2 in that motion as well? And state, are you waiving all of the allegations?
We are, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you understand in each cause number by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2 in each cause number? Then in each cause number, the court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you adjudicate the defendant guilty, revoke her community supervision, and sentence her to 1 year in the state jail.
All right. And is that what you're requesting?
It is, Judge, and that the time be run concurrent, and she should have credit for time served in both cases. She has 480 in one case and 478, I believe, in the other, but she also did 9 months in safety.
All right. So, and the cause number ending in 08. Did she pay restitution to Waldo Castro?
I guess not, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, if you just give me one moment.
Sure. It's supposed to be restitution to Waldo Castro and Gilbert Ramirez.
Thank you.
Judge paid amount of $99 for restitution was paid in 08.
Okay. And was there any restitution to Gilbert Ramirez that was due?
No, Judge, don't have any record of that.
All right. And what has she done on probation?
Your Honor, she was in drug court and she was doing fairly well in drug court. She was a couple of weeks from actually graduating and she relapsed. She completed the dual diagnosis residential facility and she completed safe P.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on with your life? Why didn't you successfully complete probation?
I got especially
Okay, you're gonna have to stop whispering. I can't
I'm
hear.
sorry. I went around with the wrong people again. But I was doing very well. I was able to maintain a job. I actually still have my job. They put me on a leave of absence for now. I was renting my own house. I still have my house, thank God. But I had a setback. I relapsed.
All right, so there has to be more going on because felony drug court just doesn't kick you out because you relapsed.
I was mixed up with the wrong crowd again, and
What does that mean, the wrong crowd?
I went back to the same people that I kind of distanced myself from.
But still, felony drug court, if you get involved with the wrong crowd, and I always tell people, when you say you're involved with the wrong crowd, if those people were before me, they would say, I'm involved with the wrong crowd. And I would ask them, who's the wrong crowd? And they'd say, Bianca.
So at the time, when I went on a 4-day jail sanction for coming up dirty. And so when I went on this 4-day jail sanction, I was talking to a guy, and I guess the guy that I was talking to, they got word of it. I'm not sure if it was from his ex. I'm not sure exactly how, but they got word of it. And I know Judge Glenn had kind of like, I guess he already knew his name and everything. He told me not to contact him, but he was staying at my house while I went to the 4-day jail sanction. So when I went to the 4-day jail sanction, I did contact him, and that's when they decided to terminate me.
Well, what do you mean you did contact him? He's living with you.
Yeah, he was living.
Why is he living with you?
He wasn't at the time. He just didn't have anywhere to stay. He was there for about a week, and then my dad ended up going over that weekend when he found out that I was doing the 4-day jail sanction and kicked everybody out of my house. So
here's my question. What is your relationship with this person? No, I mean, when you had him staying at your house.
It was like a sexual relationship.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand, and help me understand. I understand that people fall in love, right? But I don't understand this thing that women are doing now and men are doing too. But you're female before me, so I'll just say what women are doing now. I don't understand why women are having grown men live in their house. They don't have a job, so they're not bringing anything to the table. All they're doing is taking resources. They take the food because they don't have a job. They send you off to work. They don't clean because they feel like a woman should be doing the cleaning and the cooking, and they bring nothing to the table. I mean, are women so desperate now for men that they're just like, you know what? I know you don't have a job. I know you have no means of supporting yourself and you're a grown man, but come live with me. Is that where we fall into? That we're so desperate to have a man in our life that we would risk going to the state jail facility for 2 years to have a man in our life. And the thing about it is, I know with felony drug court, they probably told you more than one time not to have contact with him.
They told me that weekend because it was that week that they found out about him. I had just known him a couple weeks.
Okay, and here's the other thing. You know somebody for 2 weeks, and next thing you know, they're living with you. You know, that's how children end up getting killed. Let me just tell you, in my experience as a prosecutor and defense attorney, you know what ends up happening? A woman will go out, meet some guy at a club on Friday, and instead of that guy having enough money to take them to a hotel or motel, they just come back to the lady's house and they never leave. I'm like, this is just, I don't understand why people do that. You met some guy that you barely knew, and next thing you know, a complete stranger is living in your house. And in my day, you are the person that they used to do after school specials for. You're just a walking Lifetime movie waiting to be happening. And you know what? Mom and I will sit and watch that Lifetime movie. And you know what we'd say? Oh no, there's no way somebody would let a complete stranger who has no job move in with them. This can't be a true story. And then you know what happens in the Lifetime movie? The screen goes black, and then you got a law named after you. So I don't know why I should just give her a year for disobeying the rules of felony drug court. And I don't think it's just one time. Felony drug court doesn't do this thing, because I used to be an attorney in felony drug court. If I were in felony drug court, they would say, Stephanie, we don't want you having contact with John Doe because John Doe is a drug user. John Doe sells drugs. Don't have contact with him. I'm like, oh, okay. And then they catch me with John Doe. You know what they do? They don't kick me out of drug court. You know what they say? Hey, this is the last time we're going to tell you. We're giving you this amount of time to get John Doe out of your apartment. And if you have issues with John Doe getting out of your apartment that's in your name, here's an attorney for you. They will do the necessary things and tell you what you need to do to have that person removed from your apartment. I know they did that. And I don't think you told them John Doe was living with you. I think you were shocked. They learned he was living with you.
Okay, so I didn't tell them. I did try to lie about it in the beginning, but when I went in to talk to the judge, I already knew what it was about. I didn't know what it was about.
Because you know they found out.
They didn't find out he was living with me, but I let them know that day because I just knew that he pulled up the records. I know how Judge Flynn is, and I know they've given me multiple chances, and so they had to tell me that was it, and I understand that I was in there for 3 years, so I know Elsa knew me very well.
And do you have children?
I have 2 children there with their dad.
And you letting this man come in your house just put your children before that man. Were you planning on ever having visitation with your children? And then you know what would have happened? You would have had visitation with your children and that man would have been there, a complete stranger. And children are always depending on their parents to alert them to danger and not bring danger to him. And you know how children sometimes end up getting abused and murdered because parents are letting complete strangers come live with them. And that same guy that you have who's not working, and then he sends you off to work and you leave your children with a complete stranger. That's what happens. All of this because people have, I guess, no self-esteem for themselves or lowering their standards. Let me help you out. At some point, you know what the bare minimum standard you should have if you're getting involved with a guy? Unless he is super wealthy, that person needs to have a job. You don't need to be supporting an adult male. You're not even supporting your children, but you're supporting a grown man. I'm not going to give you a year. All right. I'm finding 2 true in each case. And I'm going to sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Finding you guilty. Give you credit for any time served.
Does that include her safety?
Did she successfully complete it?
It's my understanding.
Probation, did she successfully complete safety?
Yes, sir. And I believe DDR. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll give you credit for safety because you successfully completed. And I'll give you credit for DDRF. Did she successfully complete DDRF?
Yes.
All right, now I'll give you credit for that. Did you review in each case the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. And that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're an adult. If you want to do silly things and risk your life by moving in complete strangers in your house, you can do that. But the problem is when you have children, then children end up with complete strangers. And people will always tell me they will not allow drug addicts or whoever to babysit their children. That's what you do when you move a complete stranger, a grown man who doesn't have a job. Have some standards and don't go past those standards and don't ever let complete strangers come and live in your apartment. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay? Court is calling 2022 CR 8978, State of Texas versus Didini Yarborough. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense?
Rittenhour from the defense.
Are you Mr. Yarborough?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the same Didini Yarborough who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8978 for the offense of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit a felony on September 28, 2023 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State.
Violating condition number 1, on or about the 3rd day of November 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Didini Shaquan Yarborough, committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, state waives all of the violations.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the moral recognition therapy, bi-weekly reporting, and 90 days of random meetings.
That's the agreement, Your Honor.
All right, what is happening with the DWI?
Judge, the first appearance is on the 14th of May. I have an incomplete discovery in that case. I'm appointed to that case.
Okay. Probation, what is your recommendation?
Just say for therapy, by reporting and 90 days of relates to the IVR.
Okay. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Bianca Yarborough.
All right, what have you done since you've been on probation?
My business certificate, I'm now a student for SEC, San Antonio College. I have my student ID. I took my TSA, and all I have to do is sign up for classes.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's the thing. There are other things that you need to start working on too,
Yes,
like
ma'am.
your parenting classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, I'm not, you've already pled true to the DWI, so that means that you were drinking. You're not allowed to drink on probation. I think I tell everybody that, or at least a majority of the people, when they're before me on a specific case. Doesn't matter if you're drinking in your house. Doesn't matter if you're drinking in your backyard. Everybody who's on probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you realize by drinking alcohol, you're basically saying, oh, I'm okay with doing life in prison. I'll take this drink of alcohol. Do you understand? You're going to have to grow up and realize can't drink alcohol, can't smoke marijuana, can't do any of this on probation. That's what being on probation is. You don't have the same rights and privileges that other people have. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
You have a contract with this court. I know you have an agreement with the state. Probation has given me their recommendation, but it's really up to me. So even though they've agreed that you be continued, I could revoke you and send you to prison right now for life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not come back here for this nonsense. We're always here in the 187 to help people if they need help with drug or alcohol or whatever, or you have some issues. Pick up the phone, call probation, and we'll see what we can do. But you are not allowed to drink. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
From here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, could this potentially result in me going to prison for life? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. If it's like, I don't know, pick up the phone, call probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is finding violation of condition number 1 true. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How much is the UA hotline?
Your Honor, your analysis will be worth $10 to $20. And depending on how often you like to test it.
All right. Is there any other issue with him other than this alcohol? Don't report, you could go to prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
So this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding number 1 true. The court will deny the motion. Court is going to alter and amend conditions to include the following. There's to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There's you to report to probation. One time, probation is one time every 2 weeks too much for you all? All right, you're going to report to probation one time every 2 weeks for 60 days. If you miss reporting, they're going to file a motion to revoke. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the MRT, that's to help you make better decisions. Do you need help on how to make better decisions?
Yes,
I'm-
ma'am.
All right. If you do, let me know. We'll give you something.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, in the MRT, probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right. That's the court's ruling. We can go off the record. Make better decisions. Otherwise, you may find yourself at the prison.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you go to prison, people will ask you, what are you here for? And you're going to say, well, I drank alcohol or I didn't report to probation. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too.
Judge Boyd chose supervision instead of prison, but only after making the consequences unmistakable. The next defendant had already admitted using cocaine before court, and the judge was about to test whether he was being honest.
All right. Court is calling 2000. Oh, thanks for dressing appropriately for court. Court is calling 2024 CR 1902, State of Texas versus Angelo Rosado. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Michael J. Sawyer.
Are you Mr. Rosado?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rosado, did you review what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter a plea in this case?
Say it again.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea agreement in this case? Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Sure has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Mr. Rosado, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Do, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
Defense has no objection.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I think the court needs to know is contained in the paperwork, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say? All right, do you have any children?
Yes.
What are their ages?
5, 15, 18, and 19.
Do they live with you?
No,
When's the last time you had contact with them?
it's been a couple of years.
Why?
My youngest lives in Louisiana with her mom. My other two boys are older, out there and everything. And the other one, I just don't get along with the mom, so I just,
All right, do you pay child support?
yes.
All right, the reason why I ask that, because some people don't realize that when you're on probation, you're required to support your dependents.
Yes.
All right, are you employed?
Dealing with this, no, I'm on.
When's the last time you had employment?
I'm a subcontractor, so I get work as it comes.
All right, I require that everyone be employed on probation in this court unless they're receiving SSI or there's some reason why they can't work. You understand?
Yes.
All right, if your drug test is today, what are the results going to be?
That should be okay.
Well, why do you say you should be able to pass? Here's the thing. You've already pled to this.
Yes.
I'm trying to consider conditions for you so you'll be successful. Obviously, the state doesn't want to send you to prison because if they did, they wouldn't have offered this. So
I should have this.
what do you use?
I smoke.
What drugs have you used?
Like I said, that was a one-time deal. This normally I smoke. So
Smoke what?
what
What do you mean this is a one-time deal?
happened with this case? The charge.
So basically, you're telling me if I send you off in the world without any treatment, you will never test positive for cocaine. All right, because I'm telling you now is the time if you need help with your drug issues, now's the time to do that.
I mean, you can put me in class.
Well, no, I mean, either you need it or you don't.
Yes, I'm beautiful.
I mean, either you're going to test positive for drugs today other than marijuana or you're not. So if we do a drug test right now, she's available to do a drug test. And I know people see the female probation officer and you think we can't get a drug test done. We just have a male come down and do it. So where are we on your UA? Is it going to be clean or is it going to be? All right. So what are you going to be positive for?
No.
And what else?
Okay.
All right. So why are we playing these games? Not telling the truth,
Yeah, where?
being dishonest to the court. Right?
Yeah.
Why does it take me having to get probation to waste a UA on you when everybody's agreed for you to have deferred adjudication? All you have to do is come up here and tell me what your drugs are. So how often are you using cocaine?
It's not a good idea.
How often are you using cocaine? You knew you were coming to court today and you use cocaine. So how often are you using?
No, maybe. I can't give you how often because I don't do it all the time. Let's say if you want to put something on it, maybe once a month.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,500 fine. That's going to be probated. He's going to do 90 sober meetings in 90 days. 2 years deferred adjudication. No unsupervised contact with minors. Who do you live with? All right, there's 120 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes the parenting classes, that will be deemed satisfied. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation. That can be out of custody. Follow recommendations. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits, one time per month for 3 months. And then at probation's discretion. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Thank you. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Honesty is the best policy in this court. If you have an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come to the court. You understand?
Yes,
And guess what? Anytime when you enter a plea, at least in this court, and the state has offered you deferred, it's past time for you to be dishonest. Like, ooh, if I say this, what's going to happen? They've already offered you deferred. There's no excuse or reason to come before me and be dishonest. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Judge, thank you. Have a good morning.
All right, you too.
And just like that, 3 hearings, 3 different chances, and 3 very different lessons. Bianca learned what happens when warnings are ignored. One defendant got a final wake-up call, and another discovered that honesty can matter just as much as the original charge. So which ruling felt right to you, and which one would you have changed?